Maneater is an open-world shark RPG that was developed in 2020 by Tripwire Interactive. In the game, you swim around different water areas as a baby shark whose mother was killed by renowned shark hunter Scaly Pete. You don't start out as an absolute unit of a shark right off the bat. You have to go through the trials and tribulations of being young, small, and weak. This part of the game humbles the player and teaches them to hunt efficiently and strategically. As I played through this beginning part of the game, it was difficult for me to continue because I always found myself having to hide from larger predators, only coming out to feed on tiny fish. However, I continued on like this for a little longer, and I'm really glad I did because your shark can turn into an absolute beast. Whenever you eat anything in the game, you gain experience. It's nice that you're not fully held to the water, and by admission, you can go on land to wreak absolute havoc. The developers of the game apparently did not want to aim for realism when creating it, and I believe this to be true in some aspects after playing the final product, as the shark's movement and attacks are so realistic. In this game, there are 7 different areas of open world play. The different areas are quite beautiful, though I am biased towards underwater levels in games. There are landmarks and license plates that are scattered throughout the levels that you can find to earn rewards. I definitely enjoyed trying to eat the more hard-to-reach license plates. Each area has various apex predators to kill once you become strong enough to face them. Otherwise, it's a good idea to steer clear of them and grind. Grinding in this game was super fun. I could literally just turn the game on, pop in my playlist of Yours Truly songs, and eat every single thing in my path. There's something oddly satisfying about hearing the shark's crunchies. Anyways, these sessions of simply swimming around and chomping could last for hours on end, and it was a great time. Whenever I felt like leveling up and eating a bunch of important humans, I challenged a number of shark hunters of the game. Each of these characters were fairly entertaining, but were honestly more fun to fight. Killing these guys ranked up your shark's infamy and gave you a lot of experience. A part of me is glad that I played this on the PS5 and not my Switch Lite, because I don't think the Switch would have survived the chomp control of mashing the right stick from side to side for shark munchies. The underwater combat was fun, satisfying, and flowed really well. The animals in the later areas became stronger and stronger until you were fighting against larger sharks and whales. I was definitely happy to see some hammerheads. There was also a sense of accomplishment when you killed animals that used to kill you so easily. Each battle against them went from taking quick bites and running away as a young shark pup to just chomping them into pieces all in one go while in my shark's final form. There was a narrator in this game that narrated pretty much everything that went on, but it didn't really bother me. By the end of the game, with the shark in her final evolution and complete upgrades, she looked like an absolute menace, and I loved it. Bone armor evolution upgrades, among others, makes your shark into something I'd never want to see next to me out in the ocean. The look itself made me feel confident when swimming around and destroying everything. Despite having action-packed gameplay, I really enjoyed swimming around in the areas and exploring all of the nooks and crannies packed in the levels. I even found it fun trying to hop my way around streets and docks when hunting for humans. I am a shark enthusiast, and I'm fascinated with the ocean. Underwater games and levels are my absolute weakness, so it was only natural that I gave this game a try. I got a lot of enjoyment out of it and its action-packed gameplay full of sharks and other creatures. Despite how this game portrays sharks, it's always important to remember that they are a natural and vital part of our ecosystem. And a lot of the time, they're just genuinely curious about the happenings going on above the water.